Fans. All right, fans, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are back here in the second half. 6 minutes, 38 seconds on the clock. Score 29-28. Warwick took the lead. Carter Horst three-point play was missed here as we started the third quarter, and a turnover here now on Columbia. So they're having a rough start to the second half.
Yeah, they've had a couple missed shots and some turnovers, but we'll see what happens now. They got to lock in and play some defense.
Tate Landis walks it up for the Warriors. Sapp finds Fink cutting, and Glover's there to swat it away. Good defense there by Kerry Glover.
Yeah, it saved a basket because Fink did a nice job of setting the fade screen, and then he slipped the fade screen, and they had him on a curl cut. He was wide open until the block shot.
There's a drive by Sapp, and he's had success with that left hand all night.
No, he's been really looking to get to the basket.
He'll head to the line again. So this is his second trip to the line. He made both free throws in his first trip.
Yeah, he's got 10 points on the night already.
Make that 11.
Yep.
Similar to his first free throw that rattled around and went in. He's 3 for 3 now. 11 points for Sapp.
Warwick is going to force Columbia to play against their half-court defense. They're not going to gamble when they're defense. They're going to just stay in front of you and try to play a real good contained defense. You can see Warwick's not out trying to steal the ball. They're just trying to contain the ball. So far, they've done a pretty good job at it.
There's Footman.
It's a tough shot.
Very tough shot.
Really
he gets
tough
it to fall. Well done there by Robert Footman Jr., the senior.
Yep, the quarterback on the football team. He can do it all. I mean, he made a nice shot there. He made a real good cut, come off a screen away.
There's an awkward handoff to Tate Landis, and they're going to get him for a travel as he was trying to split Glover and Braylon Miller. One too many steps there for Tate Landis. 31-30, 5 minutes and 33 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Now a little 1-4 set for Columbia. They're going to get a ball screen out of this.
There's Collazo. No good. Rebound, Sapp. So Fink got a pretty good rest there to end the first half.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That was very important that he got out of the first half with only 2. And only 2 fouls, and he did. And now he'll be back in there. He'll play most of the game now, staying out, if he can stay out of foul trouble, which he's an experienced player. He knows how to do that.
Inside, he's open. Bad pass, a little low, couldn't handle it, dished it back out to Landis. A good ball movement here by the Warriors on this possession. Glover goes for the steal on Fink. Fink gets it to Landis. So the pressure defense, signs of it here in the third quarter from the Crimson Tide, is a nice fadeaway jumper there by Trevor Evans is no good, but Carter Horst is battling for it underneath. And it's going to be a traveling violation as he got tied up, pulled the ball away, but ended up traveling in the process.
Well, now this is the point now. You can feel the tension building, 31-30. Possession by possession, every call is going to be scrutinized really. It's going to be really under the microscope, especially by the coaches. There's going to be one coach that likes the call. There's going to be another coach that doesn't like the call.
Yep.
And same with the fans, and that's just the way it's going to be. We're in a pressure-packed playoff game right now.
Two really good teams trading punches here at Warwick High School. Glover with it now, Landis in coverage. How about those two? Neither of them with a foul tonight, covering each other.
Yeah, they've both done a great job defensively on each other. They really have.
There's Sapp Gets it out to Landis, wide open for three, and he buries it.
That was a mistake that time for Columbia. They got itchy, and they left and tried to double the ball. And who'd they leave open? The guy you don't want to leave open. You can't leave Landis open, and they made him pay for that.
That's Landis' second three-point shot of the night as Footman goes to work on Fink inside in the paint. Gets it to fall and the foul. He's made a couple of tough shots tonight.
Well, he's a gamer, and he's strong, and he can score at all three levels. He can shoot the three, gets all the way to the rim, and now he's showing you the medium game. And I'm going to look for him to assert himself a little bit more.
If I'm reading the board right, it looks like he has 14 points. Thankfully, they changed it. That three looked like an 8 from my angle, but it's 14 points for Footman. Good night for him so far as Fink's pass deflected out of bounds by Jordan Poole.
So what Warwick's done a nice job on so far is that they've really, other than twice, they've eliminated turnovers that resulted in fast break layups. So they've given up 2 of them. They can survive that.
There's an open jumper hit by Trevor Evans.
Sophomore. And I'm very impressed with the young players, how Coach Christensen has been able to mold them with the upperclassmen.
Carter Horst was our player of the game in the Section 2 final for LL Hoops. He put on a clutch performance as that game winded down as Landis has the rebound after the Glover miss, and Avery Sapp quickly up off to Fink. Fink dodges a defender and lays it in for 2. Stretches that Warwick lead out to 5 with 2:40 to play in the third quarter. Warwick
is, again, doing a great job on their half-court defense, staying locked in their stance, jumping to the ball, making anybody who penetrates have to make a tough shot.
Glover with it now. Landis covers him. There's Braylon Miller for 3. No good. Landis has it. He pushes it up court, pulls it back at half court, double team, gets it off to Avery Sapp. Sapp gets it across court to Horst.
We got Landis wide open again. They recovered.
Landis takes the shot, rolls off the rim. There's Horst underneath with the rebound. And they're going to call it off of Columbia.
Yep.
Okay. There you see the defense stepping up here a little bit for Columbia with some more pressure as we wind down in the third.
Well, they're gonna pressure, and they're going to try to get some double teams, but if that ball gets back to Landis' hands, it's going to be good news for Warwick. Now, they took Fink out. Nice job by Coach Christensen. He's going to try to get him out of this quarter without getting another foul.
The inbound pass to Horst. Threw it out towards center court, and thankfully his guy recovered. And Chase Crawl for 3.
That's what he can do. And see, Coach Christensen put him in, and he came up big that time.
There's Collazo driving, and Avery Sapp picks up the foul. That's his first. Sapp the leading scorer for the Warriors with 12, Landis with 8, and Evans with 7. Horst with 6 to pace the Warriors. Here's Collazo. Off to Miller. Poindexter drives the lane. Too strong with the layup. Rebound Miller, he puts it back for 2. What are you looking for from the Tide here with Glover on the bench?
Well, they got to get a stop, first of all. Excuse me. And I think right now they're going to try to, and Footman's out of the game too, so their 2 best offensive players are out of the game.
The coach trying to get some extra rest for them. They're going to be pivotal in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
Foul here on the Warwick defensive end. So Jordan Poole will shoot 2. And the foul is on Chase Crawl. That's his second. So Glover and Footman both ready to check back in for the Tide.
Yeah, you're going to need them in the game to win this game.
An 8-point lead right now for Warwick with 50 seconds to play in the third, and a missed free throw by Jordan Poole. Carter Horst, he got up there to get that rebound. Now Tate covered by Collazo. Sophomore missing both free throws.
See if Warwick will try for the last shot here.
There's Crawl and good defense by Footman, but they're going to call it off of Footman. And they'll stay with the Warriors. 29.5 seconds in the third. Landis with it. Working the perimeter right now. There's Evans.
I think they'll try to get the ball to Landis and go for the last shot here.
10 seconds. Sapp off to Horst, inside to Evans. Cut, fade away, no good. There's Crawl inside, taken away by Glover. Kerry Glover gets the shot off, and it's no good. So we end the third quarter 43-35, Warwick with the lead. And a big time fourth quarter coming your way, fans. Don't go anywhere. We'd like to thank our sponsors tonight. Tonight's game sponsor, Spooky Nook. Tonight's game is brought to you by Spooky Nook Basketball, the leader for all your basketball needs. Everything from tournaments, leagues, camps, and personal training. Thank you, Spooky Nook Basketball. Hoshposh Photography, thank you very much for your sponsorships. Hoshposh prides itself on giving you the best experience that tells your story by capturing unique images you will hold on to forever. And Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster. Orthopedic Associates of Lancaster offers a comprehensive sports medicine program to get athletes back in the game with specialized care, on-site imaging, and immobilization. Visit OAL on the web at fixbones.com. As we're ready for the fourth quarter, it's Crimson Tide basketball.
Well, here we go. Columbia needs to get some buckets and get that defense cranked up. But, you know, I'll give Warwick a lot of credit. The two things they're doing great is they're handling the ball and they're playing good half-court defense.
Collazo for three. Great start to the fourth quarter for the Tide.
Footman penetrated that time.
They're going to call a foul on Javon Collazo, knocking that ball out from behind.
Wow. Yeah, the Coach Glover, he can't believe that call.
That is a tough one on the Tide.
Yeah, I mean, it was going out of bounds. Just give it to Warwick.
There's Avery Sapp.
Avery Sapp set the screen, slipped it, and got the layup.
He's got 16 now for the Warriors.
He's been incredible tonight.
There's Tate Landis with the steal. Glover comes down, fouls him, and Landis puts it in. Count the basket and a free throw to come. Tate Landis will have a shot.
Well, he's such a good player. He just sort of laid in the bushes that time, and bingo, he got the steal. Three-point play coming if he makes this foul shot.
He's had a couple of steals tonight.
Yeah.
And he's got a chance here to extend this lead to 10. There's 7:22 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. And he buries the free throw. So he's up to 11 points now. Here's Footman, the drive. He's fouled by Fink. That'll be the third on Fink.
They call that on the floor. I think they'll take it out of bounds. Well, what's helped Warwick as of right now? The Fink and Sapp have really helped Landis handle the ball. And the two sophomores, when they get the ball on the perimeter, they've been pretty sure with it too. So
yeah,
a good team effort by Warwick on taking care of the basketball. And they've really done a good job on making Columbia take tough shots.
Collazo to inbound, gets it off to Footman. Thought about the three, now dishes it back to Collazo. He drives, shot from the foul line off the glass.
Off the glass. Now they're in their press to see what happens with this one. They get the ball to Landis.
Collazo with 12,
Yeah.
Footman with 14, Glover with 7 for Columbia. Here's Evans, cross court to Horst.
They're just spreading them out. Be strong with the ball. Here's your curl cut by the freshman.
And a nice finish there by Caleb Johnson.
Well, you got execution on offense of fundamentals. When you're being hugged on the weak side and you can curl cut off of that, you get a layup, and that's what happened that time.
Here's Glover driving, gets it inside to Footman, can't handle it. Landis dishes it out to Sapp. Sapp lobs it up for Evans, and Evans wisely pulls it out, and Coach Christensen's going to take a timeout.
Yep.
So 10-point lead, 50-40 the score, 6 minutes, 13 seconds. Let's thank our sponsors again here. Thank you, Hearts Physical Therapy, for your support in this LL Hoops broadcast. Also, Stephen W. Grosh, attorney at law. We stand by you in your time of need. Check out StephenGroshLaw.com. Thank you to Daniel K. Taylor, attorney at law, specializing in estate administration, wills, and family law, located at 25 East Grant Street in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Give them a call at 717-945-6212. And to Lewis Insurance and Financial, Stephen E. Lewis. He's the agency owner. Give him a call at 717-872-2466 or shoot him an email at slewis@lewis-agency.com.
Okay, 4-low set on out-of-bounds play here. And Warwick has scored a couple times on out-of-bounds play by the guy who sets the screen, slips back to the ball, and has been getting the opening.
Good defense there. Jordan Poole knocks it out for the Tide, and we'll reset. Switch sides of the floor here. So Landis working on Collazo, gets around him.
Yeah, he's just so strong with the ball.
Inside to the freshman, loses the handle. Gets it out to Horst. Good patience, and Landis has it now at the top.
Yep. Up 10. Warwick up 10, just looking for a good shot.
Another loose ball, and hands are in there for the Tide, and somehow Trevor Evans finishes it. The composure there by the sophomore.
He looked like he was in a little bit of trouble, but that trouble just helped him. He finished it that time. Now he's leading a fast break.
Steals it away. Tried to thread the needle, and Javon Collazo's there to get a leg on it. And a kick basketball will pause this game for a moment for Johnson to inbound for the Warriors.
All right, little half-court trap now by Columbia. They're going 1-3-1 half-court trap. Warwick is just going to spread you out on this.
12-point lead for the Warriors. And Columbia's getting a hand on that basketball, just not getting the bounce to go their way, to generate some turnovers to get them back in this game. As Collazo again gets a finger on it.
Well, this is a team that's, has played a good schedule. Warwick has, and they've seen some pressure this year, pressure defense.
Here's Footman now with the rebound. Up to Collazo. He slows it down, waits for his teammates to meet him on their end of the floor. He's working on Avery Sapp, and he's fouled. That's going to be on Avery Sapp, his second. 5 fouls for the Warriors, 4 fouls for the Tide. With 4 minutes, 37 seconds left. There's Glover. Buries the three.
Yep.
And a timeout here by Coach Kerry Glover.
Yeah, that gave him a little hope now. They ran a little play. He had an elevator screen. He came through, and the two guys closed it, and he got wide open.
Hey, fans at home. Want to become a basketball official? Check out the PIAA website, piaa.org/official/become. Always looking for great officials to join the ranks and officiate these high school basketball games in the PIAA. Check it out, piaa.org/officials/become.
Well, you're going to see Columbia's best pressure defense right now. And let's see if Warwick can maybe get a layup out of it.
Fink to inbound, off to Sapp, back to Fink. There's Glover to Landis,
Yep.
or I'm
Get that
sorry,
ball
Fink to Landis.
Yep, get that ball to Landis as soon as possible.
Collazo, nice job to not foul there. Fink cutting through the middle, through the paint, and now Landis with it. Glover reaches in.
Yeah.
Crimson Tide needing stops and baskets on their end of the floor.
Yep.
Down 9 with 4 minutes to play.
There's
Stolen
one.
away by Kerry Glover.
Yeah, they jumped that one. Yep.
There's Footman for 3.
Back
And he's
in it.
got it.
They're back in it now.
6-point game, 52-46. Landis settles it down there for a moment. Fink pushes it up. Footman in coverage. Now Sapp. Coach, every once in a while when you're trying to make sure your passes is underneath, there's Trevor Evans. Good defense by the Tide. Evans goes back up and he's fouled.
Yeah.
But on the offensive end of the floor, if you're Warwick, you get a little complacent sometimes late in the game. You got a big lead and you're trying to chew off some clock but still put in the basket.
Yeah, you're sort of like, okay, what are you going to do at your 4-minute offense when you're up 10? Are you going to look to score? Are you going to do right now? They're looking to score, but they're going to need some more of those curl cuts and things like that. But you get it in that position where should I shoot it? Should I not shoot it? And then sometimes you get tentative and then things don't go right. But it worked out that time. They got foul line, and if he makes the second one, that's a good possession.
Yeah, critical foul free throws. Trevor Evans makes them both.
Yeah, that's huge. Every foul shot now is huge.
He pushes the lead up to 8. 5 fouls apiece. Kerry Glover with it. Drives on Tate Landis. Can't get the layup to fall. Miller can't handle the rebound. Landis lofts it up to Carter Horst. Horst drives and lays it in.
Wow, what a nice move, huh?
Thought he was going to pass it, and midair he decided to just float it right in there.
Yep, he read the defense perfectly.
So back up to 10 now for the Warriors. Under 3 minutes to play. There's Footman fouled en route. He'll shoot 2. So Columbia looking for their first points after a Kerry Glover 3-point shot, followed by a Robert Footman 3-point shot to get them within 6. Now the lead's at 10,
Yep.
and Footman's at the line for 2.
I keep saying to sophomores, one sophomore made 2 foul shots, the other sophomore made a tough layup. So they've played well, and had you not converted down there, it's be a really tight game right now.
Footman does his job on the first free throw. He leads the team with 18 for the Tide. A bad pass there by Collazo.
Yep.
And it'll be turnover on the backcourt violation.
Tough break for Columbia.
So they'll need to get one back here.
Yeah, we went out. We're at 2:43 mark now, so it's. Yeah, they got a turnover that time.
Yeah, Collazo got a hand in there. Now has it off to Footman. Turns around and gives it to Glover. Landis on Glover. Glover 2 spin moves and a crazy shot, but almost gets it to go. He'll head to the line.
But, you can afford to give up those 2s. If you can, make him take that shot without fouling, don't foul a guy that's putting up a shot that's a little bit out of control. But he's capable of making that.
And too strong on the free throw. 2 missed free throws in as many seconds for Columbia. Missed them both. Footman can't handle the rebound off the short shot. And Warwick has the basketball. Approaching 2 minutes to play. Fink has it. Poole in coverage. Now Landis.
Yeah, the Warwick's in their triangle delay offense now.
Playing some keep away from
watch.
This Tide. Under 2 minutes now. At what point do you foul?
Right about now you have to. You're taking too much time off the clock.
There, Gary Glover fouls Ryan Fink, and he'll head to the line for the first time tonight.
Sometimes, you don't want to foul Landis, but you have to know the foul shooting percentages on the other guys, and there's should be 2 guys out there with lower percentages. That's the guys you want to foul, if possible.
And that's actually only the 6th foul on the Tide, so they'll need 1 more to send somebody to the line, and that's not the one you want to send to the line.
That's not the guy you want to foul. But, Warwick will do a good job of keeping the ball in his hands. So they tried to keep the ball in Fink's hands and in Sapp's hands and Landis. They're 3 upperclassmen, and they've done a good job on that.
The 1-and-1 for Landis. Misses. Rebound Footman. So a good foul here. Footman quickly up. Carry Glover inside to a cutting Jordan Poole. 2 points for the Tide. And here comes the press defense again. Fink running the baseline. Gets it into Evans. Evans almost took an extra step. Fink has it at half court. Lofts it. Footman's there. Swats it away. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds for the Tide, and it will settle with an inbounds pass here from the Warriors and Ryan Fink.
Yeah, the Columbia's got to go in a strong denial now.
There's Sapp. Lost the handle, and they're going to get a timeout.
Yep.
He was close to a travel, close to losing that ball. Good timeout by Coach Christensen. We'd like to thank Hearts Physical Therapy for sponsoring tonight's game. Thank you, Hearts Physical Therapy. Check them out, as well as Stephen W. Grosh, attorney at law. We stand by you in your time of need. Visit StephenGroshLaw.com. Daniel K. Taylor, attorney at law, specializing in estate administration, wills, and family law, located at 25 East Grant Street in Lancaster. Give him a call at 717-945-6212. And Lewis Insurance and Financial, Stephen E. Lewis. Give him a call at 717-872-2466. And tonight's game is brought to you by Spooky Nook Basketball, the leader for all your basketball needs. Everything from tournaments, leagues, camps, and personal training. As there's a foul on the floor, Robert Footman picks up the foul. That'll send Carter Horst to the line with 1:17 on the clock and a 7-point lead for the Warriors. So Warren and I have been keeping our eye on the player of the game, along with Bruce here, our producer. And as we wind down here in the final minute, we'll announce our winner of tonight's Player of the Game award for LL Hoops. We'll win a fine LL Hoops t-shirt. And you can check them out on Twitter, sporting a new t-shirt. There's a foul on the other end. Columbia, this one's getting away.
Yeah, Columbia, it's going to take a lot to win this game now. They've had a great season. They've got a lot to look forward to because they can win a district title in 3A, and then they're getting into the state playoffs if they can't find a way to win this one tonight. I know it's disappointing, but I have to give credit to Warwick tonight. They had a game plan, they stuck to it, and everybody on that Warwick team contributed, offensively, defensively, and they eliminated some turnovers tonight that helped them, sustain the lead the whole night in the second half.
Fink is fouled. He'll head to the line. So let's go ahead and announce our player of the game tonight. He scored 16 points for Warwick. And that's going to be number 3, Avery Sapp. A great performance by the senior, taking some of the pressure off of Tate Landis.
Well, Tate Landis was, they had Columbia was definitely ready to try to shut him down, but Sapp was able to get to the basket on numerous occasions tonight. And his defense was outstanding, too.
He was all over the floor for the Warriors. And he is tonight's LL Hoops Player of the Game. So we count down the final 57.4, 59-49 in favor of the Warriors. Here's Footman, step back 3. No good. Rebound, Carter Horst. He's got it off to Tate Landis. Quickly up to Avery Sapp, who settles it down. And we have an injury timeout. Looks like Kerry Glover. And he'll have to come out of the game. The trainer came out to take a look. Looks like he got hit with an arm or something in the throat. So he's trying to catch his breath over there. But again, a great overall team effort here by Warwick. Able to really avoid the pressure defense.
Well, they have
the Tide tonight.
Yeah, they have a number. Every one of their guys can handle the ball. They're not all point guards, but they all can handle it and avoid getting in trouble. They've stayed out of trouble with the dribble, and they've stayed out of trouble with where they throw the ball. So it was a total team effort. Not just offense, but defensively too, by Warwick. And they're moving on to play the winner of the Hempfield-Elko game on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so we'll be interested to see who wins that matchup as we count down the final 5 seconds. Tonight's winner, the Warwick Warriors, 59-49. Warren, I had a great time calling this game with you tonight. Thank you, Bruce Badgley, for producing tonight's game. And thank you, fans at home, for tuning in. Thanks for bearing with us. We had some technical difficulties. Hopefully you found the stream again once we got it going in the second half. But a final here tonight, 59-49. Any last words, Warren?
No, it was a great playoff game. Congratulations to Columbia on a great LL season, and best of luck in the districts. Go win a district title for your town,
for sure,
and for your high school, and do it for yourself. And, Warwick, you got a lot to look forward to. You got a big game on Wednesday night.
Yeah, so stay tuned to LL Hoops. Check out the website. And we're going to go meet our player of the game, Avery Sapp from Warwick. He is tonight's player of the game. 16 points to lead the Warriors tonight to victory, 59-49. Fans, thank you all for tuning in. For Warren Goodling and Bruce Badgley, I'm